Good morning. Welcome to First Local for the very first day of December the 1st. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you to KC Security for your sponsorship, and thank you to the Lung Health Foundation. Their Festival of Trees raffle is still going on right now. Still get your 50/50 tickets at festivalraffle.ca as well, and get your 50/50 tickets for Good League Fire as well. All that info is on our website, and I'm here with
what's my name?
Colette.
Hello, good morning, happy Tuesday.
He's like, I'm just gonna let you take it.
Well, I thought he was gonna say it, so I was like, go with it, buddy.
Like, go with it.
Yeah.
Yes, and
this is Dan.
Down at far end there. Yeah.
Happy December 1st, everybody.
Yeah, it's green grass out there, no snow on the ground.
Wow.
Minus 15.
Okay.
I'm loving this. I'm right so far.
Yeah,
You're right on the fact that there's snow.
It's not even cold. It's -7.
No, it wasn't. I
How
hate
do
to
you
break
live?
it to
You
you.
live.
When we
Go to
drove
Thunder
here,
Bay where it's
-15.
-16.
He comes in at like 7.
I know.
I'm up all night in
I know,
this.
that's why I said it.
I gotta work all night in it.
Apparently he feels that cold all night long.
Yeah,
Okay, it
apparently.
said minus 15 on my way in.
Yeah.
So said
Yeah.
the radio.
It's gonna be relatively warm this week. So I mean for this time of year.
Relatively warm for
Relatively
Northern
warm.
Ontario.
When we're over zero
Ontario.
for December, that's pretty good.
Okay, fine, whatever. I just think
Yeah,
it's too
okay.
cold to snow, and that's why it's green. But
My car, like literally every time I turn it on, it's 4 degrees or below.
Yeah.
It gives me this warning and goes, ding,
Yeah,
ding, ding.
same with mine. Yeah.
It says
usually
go
that's
back
3 to 4.
ice.
go back
Possible
to bed,
ice.
Chris. That's what it should
Says,
say.
what are you doing? I don't want to get up this early.
Why are you going out?
My car's like, I don't want to do a morning show. Can we do an evening show?
No, I know. Speaking of morning show, let's hit the news.
Doug Ford, 1 o'clock, coming from Brampton today. Make sure you come back for that.
Brampton.
He's going to be there with Christine Elliott, as well as the Solicitor General Sylvia Jones, and retired General Rick Hellier, who is leading the COVID-19 vaccine distribution task force. Man, this government cannot come up with short titles. That's not even his full title. He's the chair of the COVID-19 vaccine distribution task force. I mean, everybody in this board government has like
Yeah, I know. Their portfolio
8, 9, 10 words in their title. You got to make shorter titles, guys, please. How do you fit this stuff on business cards?
They don't.
Just think of all the trees they're wasting because they have to
don't.
kind of chop down more business cards just to get their titles on
I don't
them.
even think we should hand business cards out anymore. I think they're COVID, they're ex-COVID,
Yeah,
they're not part of the COVID no-nos. I'm probably.
I don't know. I hand them out all the time.
He doesn't care.
I ain't stopping business. There's nothing wrong with a business card. Just sanitize it if you're afraid, you know.
Well, not only is the Premier speaking, but so is the big PM today
Yes.
at
Oh,
11:30. Yes, this
daily.
is his daily. He missed it yesterday. I guess he doesn't do Mondays, so
Yeah, well.
he's doing Taco Tuesday instead. So we'll have that for you at 11:30. Join me for that. I guess we should dive right into it. There's a magic of Christmas is in full swing here in Sault Ste. Marie. So we're going to start with the Bush Plane Museum, and we've got a couple stories about the Bush Plane Museum today. On the weekends, since November 14th, this is the place to go. They have vendors, and as you can see, they're very well spaced out. Like I said, it's been going on since November 14th. The admission is a high price of free, so that's great if you've got nothing to do.
Wow.
If you've got nothing to do, let's hit it
If
up.
you can come up with the money.
That's right.
Yeah,
Now,
get
Megan
something
Marley,
to-
I have to point this out. One of her exhibitors here, her store is called Wood Up Signs. Wood Up Signs. I think
Wood
that's
Up
great.
Signs?
Wood Up Signs, like word up, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a very catchy. Oh, wow. It's going to be a slow Tuesday morning here. Yeah, so Wood Up Signs says this is her only booking for the fall. I really thought it was a great business name, so we're going to plug that for her. And so go check her out this weekend at the museum. It is open to guests. It is open, but like I said, by appointment only, Monday to Friday, or Monday to Saturday, 9 to 4. You have to call to make an appointment and you can go in. But this is on Saturday, so go check it out and you can get your free tickets on Eventbrite. What do you got, Chris?
Accident last night in the 800 block of Queen Street
shocker.
East. At least one person was sent to the hospital. We haven't received a press release from the city yet or the police, but at approximately 6:45 last night, emergency services responded to an accident. Sioux police were there and the ambulance fire services as well. They were on scene for about 45 minutes. Sioux Fire helped someone out of their vehicle, and the cause of the accident is unknown at this time. You can see the picture and full story on our website, but the car is definitely not on the road. No,
Saw
it
that
does.
last night.
It actually is right next to a
Well,
sign that says parking entrance, but that's not where you're supposed to be parking.
And that's actually one of the entrances to our office area in my dad's roofing shop, KC Roofing.
okay.
So maybe it was somebody coming to pay a visit to KC Security. They were mad, so you're just.
Well, you better get your security.
I hope
over
you're
there.
okay.
And Dan was down there doing the story, and then he called me. He's like, "Oh, I'm listening to the budget. Do you want me to go to this accident?" I said, "No, go to the accident. The budget's taped, and it's a couple week process that they're doing."
And he's
anyways.
close by, right?
I know he's close by there. So he went over to the accident. Then he called me. He's like, "Do you want me to cover the fire or the accident?" And I'm like, "Well, is the fire close?" He goes, "Yes." I'm like, "Okay, so go cover the fire too and do both." He's like, "Oh, okay, I'll just go back and forth between the two." We went over where there's supposedly fire and there wasn't a fire. Actually, the fire was actually supposedly at the bush plane, but there was no fire.
Okay.
I guess there was some sort of
Probably the faulty.
miscommunications on someone called in something and it was incorrect. Or something,
So you know in February how we have our little red and white guy running around, Mr. Bonsu?
Yes.
Guess what? They're planning for it to come back February 5th to 15th.
Yes.
So that's awesome news. Get your bum ready for the bum slides, guys. The board and management at Bonsu have set up an update on the plans for the 2021 Ontario Winter Carnival, which, like I said, is happening the 5th to the 15th. Clearly, they're going to have a lot of parameters in place. It's not going to look the same. We are not going to be hanging around like this or, in your little bubbles, and they will be following all procedures and precautions that the government has asked us to follow. So just so you know, the Bonsu office has officially moved. They are, however, closed due to the COVID-19. And if you'd like to contact them, you can visit them on their Facebook page. But this is an awesome event that brings a lot of people here. So we'll see what happens there. But like I said, bump slides, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's outdoors, and let's face it, we've got December and January to go, right? Things could take a turn for the positive then.
Yeah,
and there
positive
could be,
thinking.
You got to think positive. And it's unfortunate there's so many negative Nancys out there on Facebook.
it's an outdoor event. And,
there's negative Neds too. Don't just blame the women.
It's okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna,
Just kidding.
No,
you're right.
You know what they could do to make it super safe is everybody goes in like one of those balls.
Yeah, just
Sure,
roll down.
fine.
And then just roll down and the ball down. Instead of being a bump slide, have it the one where you're inside and then you like roll down.
Ball.
Wouldn't you love pushing this guy down a hill?
That would be totally safe.
I'm going to push you in the polar. How about the polarized, the jump?
Yeah.
We jump.
Yeah,
we
I
do
think
that
that-
this year? You want to do
There's
it?
plans to do that as well.
Want to do it?
Yeah.
I'll
You
do
wanna
it.
do it this year?
Yeah, I'll do it. What the
Okay.
hell?
Oh boy.
I'm going to hold you to that.
This is recorded.
Speaking of outdoors, there's a new winter walking pilot project that was passed through council last night. Obviously, because of all the restrictions with travel and things like that, they're trying to open more things up here locally for people to do. So 2 parks will be added to the two parks that already exist. And so now there'll be 4 different parks you'll be able to walk in town here
good.
instead of 2 this winter. So I guess they're keeping the walking paths
Okay.
open and things like that. I'm guessing that they're going to use the same thing they used for sidewalks, so that you will have 4 parks you can walk through this winter. It's going to cost the city only about $33,000 to do it, so that's just coffee money when you look at the size of the city's budget. And it's going to come out of the Winter Maintenance Reserve Fund anyways to create these trails, so it's really already coming out of a fund that was already allocated money, so they're just allocating it to this specific thing, so you can spend more time outdoors, because obviously indoor stuff you can't do, and
Excellent.
can't take the kids swimming as much and things like that because the John Roads and other places have limits and stuff on how many people can have inside, so they're trying to say, hey, go do outdoor stuff.
Sorry, what were you going
Unless
to say? You had
we live in
something to
Northern
say
Ontario.
there. I want to hear your point to that.
And that's a good point, because Bellevue Park is normally obviously one of the parks that are cleared, right? And they don't clear the whole hub trail. So it's kind of good that, and if this does well and they get a lot of use, then maybe they'll make it a regular thing.
Awesome. And Winter Maintenance Reserve, usually that goes to sanding and salting and stuff, so they must have a hefty reserve there. Anyway, the Mackinac Bridge Authority is mourning the passing of Tom Casperson. And so Tom Casperson is a senator in the state legislature and was very active in the role of anything to do with the Bridge Authority. Oh my God, I hate bridges. I can't
You don't like
even
that
deal
one,
with that. And every time I
That
go
one
over that bridge,
sways.
it's under construction too. Anyway, back to Senator Casperson, my apologies. He is from the Upper Peninsula area and just recently passed away due to complications from lung cancer. A lot of people have many great, holy cow, is someone walking up there? No, okay. Okay, well.
There is. Yeah, there's some
That's
crazy
something
person doing
Colette
that.
would never do. Casperson's love of people is what drove him to do the best he could as a Michigan leader. Many people have reached out online to pay their condolences, and we are paying ours to his family as well today. Casperson was remembered for many other things during his 61 years on Earth, including passing Senate Bill 396 after being elected into office, which enforced the travel safety of logging trucks.
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Yesterday we had a high case count here in Ontario of COVID-19 cases, up to 1,746 new cases and 8 new deaths connected to the virus. But 622 of them were in Toronto, 390 in Peel, which is to the west of Toronto, and 217 in York, which is just north of Toronto. They also reported 102 new COVID-19 cases related to schools, including 86 among students. One of those schools I lived 2 minutes away from in Toronto, Thorncliffe, that has an outbreak there. So.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
But even though Thorncliffe won, they haven't shut down the whole school. They've only removed 14 classes out of 42. So,
wow.
But actually, apparently, the surrounding community has a positivity rate of like 16% of people getting tested, and the school had like 4%. So even the school actually has less than the surrounding community around it. So that's why they didn't close the whole school. That was what the Toronto School Board said. So.
Well, before we throw to weather quickly, because this brings up coldness, I just want to say there's an ice cream product recall due to possible presence of metal. So just wanted to throw it out there before we throw to you. Kawartha Dairy Limited is recalling 2 kinds of ice cream, chocolate chip cookie dough and mint chip, and we have that posted on Sue online. But you know, that made me cold to think about it, which made me cold to think about
I
this.
want ice cream.
What?
I'll eat it if it's -30. I don't care.
I mean, metallic chocolate mint is one of my favorites.
Oh, I actually really like metal.
Spices it up a little.
Metallic.
I like metal
it
on my
goes along with those lethal tacos.
Goes along with those lethal tacos from last week.
That's
as well.
never gonna get old.
No.
But this weather is, so let's go.
Yeah. So how I like to brag about how we have nothing on the ground for snow accumulation.
We didn't notice that.
Your record for most snow on the ground on December 1st is 24 centimeters in 2007. The most snowfall on this day is 1985, 26 centimeters. So yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Well, glad we weren't here.
Okay, so let's look at let's look outside. And the camera has moved
Where are we
again.
today?
We're looking at Ross Romano's office again. Yeah.
That's okay. We like Ross.
We like Ross very
That's,
much.
that's a much better view. Side note, I joked about City Hall yesterday, and I didn't even realize that was the truth, that it's going to be another 6 months to do it.
You want to know what the funny part is? The city was like, it's lucky we didn't pick the other construction company with the higher bid, which, by the way, is basically about what it's going to cost in the end thing, because they went bankrupt. Well, maybe if they had the contract, they wouldn't have gone bankrupt.
Exactly.
Like, hello.
Exactly, and this hasn't gotten you any further ahead either.
Yeah, I know. Either way, you're still way over.
I love being sandwiched between you two guys.
So we will see the sun out today. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be nice. There's still going to be a wind though, so do bundle up. But I'll have all your details coming up. I better get to a break here before we go too much over. So we'll be right back with all those details. Thank you to wirelesscom.ca for sponsoring our camera.
A message from the Government of Canada.
211, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm really worried about my sister. She doesn't leave her house much. She doesn't even come to our family things. I barely see her smile anymore.
Can you tell me a bit more about the situation?
I think her husband might be... I don't know. Whenever he's around, she's nervous, like she doesn't want to make a mistake.
Do you think that he might be hurting her?
I think so.
Okay, let's figure out how we can help your sister.
Good morning and welcome back on your December 1st, Tuesday morning. Welcome back to First Local. And we want to thank Wireless Comm once again for the camera that you saw there just before the break. And thank you to KC Security for sponsoring the show. So I'm going to say good morning to some people on Facebook. So let's try to start with the likes here. So good morning to Juliana. And we've got Dan Gray watching. Good morning to Ineki, Giselle, Margaret, Jacob, Jay, if I'm saying it right, and Nancy. So good morning to everybody.
What did Nancy say? What else did Nancy say?
This is not a negative Nancy either.
No.
This is Chris's
This
mother.
is Chris's mom that he just called a negative.
And Jay says it's Karen's, not Nancy. So
There you go.
Karen's. So, well, I don't know what they're going to think about the weather, but let's see.
It's negative.
It's not bad. Look, there's not even much cloud cover over our region right now. There really isn't a whole lot. Now, Sudbury, you can see there is some cloud cover and there's some snow clouds because you're under a special weather statement in Sudbury. You could see some significant snowfall today and another 5 centimeters into the overnight. So do keep that in mind. If you're in the Sudbury region, you're pretty much the only area that's going to get hit at this point. You get to Elliott Lake and it's clear, right? So it's just Sudbury East. So let's get into those temperatures. We're looking at for our highs today, -1 in Thunder Bay, and it's currently -16 when I was doing the temperatures, so that's pretty chilly this morning. -4 in Wawa, -6 in Timmins, 1 here in the Sioux, and then -3s in Elliott Lake and Sudbury. What we're looking at for our overnight, it's going to be chilly too in the northern part of the region. -9s in Timmins and Timmins and Thunder Bay rather. -11 in Wawa, and then we got -6s, 666 across the board between Sault Ste. Marie and Sudbury. So there you go. Doesn't happen too often. So we're currently sitting at, we got a lot of 6s here. This is
666.
gotta love that number. -6 we're currently sitting at. We're going to get up to 1 degree today, clearing. Winds will be north 30 kilometers gusting to 50. So even though it's going to be sunny and nice out, you will want to bundle up because the wind chill is going to be, well, it's -15 for the morning. And then we will see that wind chill continue to be -4 in the afternoon. And then overnight, we're going to see a few clouds. The winds are going to actually pick up some more. We're going to go north 40 kilometers gusting to 60. And we're looking at a low of -6 overnight with a wind chill of -14. So it will be very chilly. Well, getting into your 3-day forecast here. Wednesday's pretty easy, mainly sunny, winds again 40 kilometers gusting to 60 northwest. We're looking at a high of 4 degrees, low of 0 overnight and clear. Not much to report there. There will be a wind chill. Thursday you're looking at 2 degrees, mix of sun and cloud. And we will see clouds overnight with a low of -1. It's looking very good here for this week. And then we're at the freezing mark on Friday with overcast. And we're looking at a low of -4. We don't have any real precipitation. There is a chance of a passing flurry on Thursday. Not enough to really account for too much accumulation. So we're looking pretty good. I'll have the 7-day forecast coming up as well as the weather watcher. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back with more local news.
Canada United is a movement to show local businesses some love. Right now, they could use our support more than ever. So we're asking Canadians to buy local and spread the word. And every time you watch our videos or like our posts, we'll contribute 5 cents to small business relief, starting with this video. So keep watching and tell your friends, because buying local can make a big impact. And small actions can too. Canada United. Together we can make a difference.
At Maitland Ford Lincoln, we see our trucks everywhere. We see them on Queen Street, Lake Street, North Street, Bay Street, 2nd line, 3rd line, 4th line, Pine Street, Great Northern Peoples Road, Wellington, Cora Road, Bruce Street, Carmen's Way, Northern Ave, Trunk Road.
Folks come from all over Algoma District and beyond to buy their truck at Maitland Ford Lincoln. Amazing prices, outstanding service.
King Street, Shannon Road, Goulet Bay, Black Road, Government Road, and even on Pine Shores.
Yep, our trucks are everywhere. Get yours at Maitland Ford Lincoln, built for Northern life, on Great Northern Road, just north of the hospital.
When it comes to peace of mind, think KC Security Services, a locally owned and operated security service, voted the best security company in Sault Ste. Marie. We specialize in mobile patrols and alarm responses. At KC Security, we also offer stationary guard services for commercial and residential properties, events, and more. Available 24 hours per day, 365 days a year.
KC Security Services, where peace of mind is a matter of choice, your one-stop shop for all your security needs.
Happy December 1st. Welcome back to First Local. Thank you to KC Security for your sponsorship. You're with Chris, Dan, and Colette on this very cold but not white Tuesday morning. Sound good?
That's right.
We're going to dive right into the world of sports. Last night was your Monday nighter. Seattle Seahawks played the Philadelphia Eagles. Seattle came up victorious with a score of 23-17. Do you guys both know that Seattle and Philly had teams?
Yes.
Okay.
And Seattle is normally a decent team.
Seattle won the
Seattle
Super Bowl a
has
while
improved
ago.
to an 8-3 atop the NFC West, and they're actually coming off quite the. This marks the 7th straight victory for Seattle, so they're coming off quite a great win streak right now. Again, it was a great game. The defense was there for Philly, but Seattle's just a strong team this year. So, like I said, it was a score of 23-17, pretty close Monday nighter. If you caught that game, hope you enjoyed it. Yeah.
I do know Seattle really well because living out in the West Coast in BC, it's very close. So you had to hear about it all the time, right? They cheer for them. It's only a couple hours away on the
That's
west
true.
side, so.
And I'm very impressed.
Yes.
Very impressed. We're going to move over to the NHL. Before we start, there was something yesterday I wanted to show, and I'm not letting it go because I bleed blue and white, and I'm a diehard Toronto Maple Leafs fan. So, Michael, if you please, will you please share the image? There he is. This is Wendell Clark, and on this date yesterday, November 30th, that I wasn't dropping, in 1997, Clarkie scored his 500th point. So hashtag Leafs Nation. Look at that stash. One of the best Toronto Maple Leafs, in my opinion.
And you know what? I'll share the love. He did play for Detroit, my team, too.
Oh, God. So he had a little slip in his career.
Well, at least he could win a Stanley Cup with us.
Oh! Jeez.
That's true, though. That is kind of true.
I know. Okay, moving along. For the 2020-21 season, we're wondering what's going on. I am.
Yeah, we're waiting on it.
I'm not, he says. January 1st, they are still talking about, the latest report is that January 1st, we're moving into the new year, it's going to start, but they don't have a date, so they're just kind of shushing people.
Still don't
it's a
have
month
a date.
away, guys.
The NHL and the NHLPA haven't had any serious negotiations about the next season for over a week, and it comes after the league has asked the players to reopen the recently signed collective bargaining agreements. So it's looking kind of messy.
Reopen?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes,
it could get tricky.
So they're looking for, get this, a cool $300 million. The NHL is looking for an additional concessions for the next season as the coronavirus. We're not expecting fans to sit in the arenas to watch the games. So they're looking for some pretty big money coming their way. I just quickly want to hit into some Michigan sports that I missed yesterday because we were super busy. The Spartans took down the number 8 Northwestern team 29-20 on the weekend, and it was in football, obviously. So we want to congratulate them for that success. The number 8 Michigan State plays the number 6 Duke in men's basketball tonight. That's going to be an awesome game, and that's going to be showing on ESPN. So if you could catch that, follow me along tomorrow when we kind of go through the play-by-plays. And I think that's going to be an awesome game. Duke, as you know, is a very reputable school, and so is Michigan State. So we're really looking forward to that. And over to the Wolverines, my favorite, the University of Michigan. Just want to acknowledge Junior Naz Hillman. She was named the Big Ten Player of the Week for the second time in her career, which is it's quite the success for her. And this is for women's basketball. In Michigan's season opening, she's done so much for the team, and we just wanted to congratulate you on that very, very deserved award. And we will be back after this commercial break with more of Chris, Dan, and Colette.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades, including installation, are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
211, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm really worried about my sister. She doesn't leave her house much. She doesn't even come to our family things. I barely see her smile anymore.
Can you tell me a bit more about the situation?
I think her husband might be... I don't know. Whenever he's around, she's nervous, like she doesn't want to make a mistake.
Do you think that he might be hurting her?
I think so.
Okay, let's figure out how we can help your sister.
Good morning and welcome back on your Tuesday, December the 1st. You're watching First Local. We're live just after 8:26 and we are going to see the sun out today, so let's take a look at what you're expecting over the next 7 days. Oh, there's no snort yet, but just there we go. There it is. First one of the day. So 4 degrees on Wednesday with sun, and then we will see. Look at this. We don't really even get below 0. Now next week, yeah, she's gonna lose it. She's losing it. Oh, there's number 2, and now we get producer Mike to. I'm sorry, folks.
All right, someday.
Okay, so we gotta have some laughs.
Cool.
So we're looking at freeze. No, it's not bad. -1 by next Tuesday. Actually, next Monday was supposed to be -6 during the day, so it's already changed because that's what the weather does constantly. I can't keep on top of it. And then we're looking at -4 overnight to -5 on a few of the nights, and then hovering in that range below freezing. Now here's our weather watcher photo. It's the other one that Ineki sent me yesterday of the dog, and I meant to have it up. So thank you, Ineki. Yeah, very cute. We like the pet photos as well. So thank you very much. Please send in your weather or pet photos to ontvweather@gmail.com. Include your name and location. They'll go up on the show, on the newscast, and on SiouxOnline.com. Oh. There we go.
Alrighty, now we're going to move on to the holiday pick of the day, which is brought to you by Louise Joel. So you'll be able to see that up on our website, SiouxOnline.com, as well today. But this is the photo that she sent in. Please continue to send us your Christmas and holiday photos.
Wow, that's just a light.
Our other contest just finished yesterday. However, please keep sending those photos in to ontvcontest@gmail.com, and we'll continue to put your holiday picks up. We still got, I think, about another 2 weeks of photos already sent in for each day. Awesome. So. Yeah, so this is a beautiful pic. It's a up close pic of her tree.
Super nice, yeah.
So that's super nice. So thank you very much to Louise for sending that in. Also, we got the Lung Health Foundation's Festival of Trees. Their 50/50 raffle is still going on. You can get your raffle ticket at festivalraffle.ca, and that draw will be on December the 14th, and you can buy your tickets up to December 13th at midnight, basically. Gould Lake Fire Rescue 50/50 draw also going on. You go to our website, you click on the banner, click through, and get your ticket for that. And also there is Christmas Cheer. It's still going on down at the old Walmart at Station Mall. This year they're only taking new products because of COVID-19. So you're having new toys, clothes. They're also taking non-perishable food items. You can take it down there and donate it, and they would greatly appreciate it. So
yeah, our community needs your help. So
yes, especially this year.
Yeah, and at 11:30, please join me when I see the Prime Minister and hear what he has to say. And and at 1 o'clock we have
Doug Ford, and today he's going to be in Brampton with Christine Elliott, Minister of Health, and also Deputy Premier, Solicitor General Sylvia Jones, as well as retired General Rick Hellier,
some heavy hitters.
The head of the Vaccine Task Force. So I'm not sure, but I'm guessing this has something to do with vaccines in Ontario.
He wants a date. He keeps saying he wants a date.
Yeah. Well, Prime Minister, speak up.
Good for him for pushing. Good for Ford for pushing on that.
Yeah, we need. Well, we need.
You just can't have the flimsy, flopsy, whatever.
This is something you got to be firm on.
Yeah,
like we're gonna have vaccines starting on X date. But thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you, Casey Security, for your sponsorship and for the Festival of Light. Come back for Colette at 11:30 with Trudeau. Have a great morning.
Have an awesome
See you
day.
later.
That was so